if Payton's going to continue to start,
Mm-hmm.
that gives a lot of pop off the bench on a second unit. You could basically wipe the starters, give them all blow at the same time, bring in a fresh five, and they can really get used to, because I mean, when we think of like the all-time best benches in the NBA, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they all like they had that characteristic where five new players could come in and you wouldn't miss a beat because they all had a role. They all worked together. They weren't the same position. They weren't the same type of players because, even in a situation like this, Derrick Rose could play more supportive and let quickly just score and play.
Yeah.
Alec Burks obviously is a bit smaller for a three, but he could play the three and still get in there. But I mean, you think about like the Pistons when they were certainly not the current Pistons,
Right.
PU. The Pistons when they were making the finals every year, when they won their championship, they had this elite bench. And the Sacramento Kings, granted, they don't have a championship to their name, but they also had an elite bench. They Hito Turkoglu, Bobby Jackson, way back when. I'm really dating myself now. Woo. But you want your bench to have this full dynamic identity, and unless Payton's been starting,
Yeah.
unless he starts to really fall off, just roll with that and just let Derrick Rose get used to coming off the bench. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
definitely okay with that.
if Payton starts to stink it up,
Yeah.
then you got to change some things. But if Payton's still holding his own, then I'm totally fine with letting Derrick Rose. And like we were saying, someone coming in, someone like Drummond coming away, eating minutes from Mitchell Robinson, screwing up chemistry. Yeah, you don't want that to. You don't want to create that situation with Derrick Rose as well. It's like, okay, you're a former MVP, you're a well-known player, you could start now, and then all of a sudden the chemistry gets thrown off in the starting lineup because Payton was starting and now he's not.